Hi guys, Aka here. So, the Storm Ruins battlefield has started, and I literally had to drag my ass out of bed for this thing. The timing of this thing was a bit off, and it kind of came suddenly in the middle of the night, so I wouldn't be surprised if quite a few people actually missed this thing. So, I'm gonna give you my first impressions of what I think about this and how everything went down. So, once you get in, it's kind of like a Hun style sign up, okay? You click match up and then it matches you with 5 random players and you need to go in. Make sure you click prepare once you get in there. Then, once you're in, you have a few seconds before the battlefield starts. And in all honesty, I wish this is something that Evony changed because, in my opinion, you need at least a couple minutes before this thing starts so that you can organize yourselves. Okay? Then, once it starts, it's literally a slugfest. Okay? You are trying your best to take all the buildings, and once one side holds all the buildings, it's game over. So, you're fighting for the building straight up, and it's crazy. So, what do I think about it? Well, as a concept, I like it. I think it's a very good concept for a battlefield. Each match is only 10 minutes, so it's high-paced. It lets a lot of players experience the high-paced side of the game for those that aren't in top alliances that are used to that kind of thing. So, concept-wise, I think it's good. It was a good concept. Now, as for the execution, oh boy. Lag, crashes, marches being stuck for 2 minutes, people taking buildings, the color doesn't change on the map, you get attacked, you don't know where you're attacked from. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on. And I think this is a problem when Evony makes everyone play at around the same time. So hopefully that's something that gets sorted out. This was the very first match period of the first round. So, all right, cut them some slack. There will probably be some issues, some bugs. Hopefully they can get it sorted out later. Now, as I said, this is very early impressions of the battlefield. And I'm sure once we have this thing a few more times, we'll get a better understanding of it and some things will change. But so far, this is the summary of what I understand and what I think you need to keep in mind when you want to win in this thing. Now, first things first, I actually played 6 matches, and of the 6, I won 4, lost 2, okay? So, yeah, I did play it quite a bit. Now, the first thing I need to say is that you need to check the chat, okay? You need to check the battlefield chat. If you don't check the battlefield chat, you're not going to have any hope of doing anything. If the players you're with don't check the battlefield chat, you guys aren't going anywhere. Then the next thing I want to say is just take the buildings. All right? You can port and things like that, of which porting has its own issues and it's limited, but just take the buildings. Once you take a building, post it in the chat, let everyone reinforce, okay? Because the way this thing is that you either take the building or you rally the building, okay? One of those two things. But if you're sleeping on this thing, then the enemy is going to take the buildings, they're going to stack it up with reinforcements, and you're pretty much going to be done for. Then, the next point is that I don't think there's much benefit in attacking players. Okay, the battlefield is very short. Setting up rallies and all of these things don't really help. The battlefield is glitching to begin with anyway. So unless you can one-shot zero the players that you're up against, there's really not much point attacking players. Go for the buildings. Now, the building at the center of the map, that one comes alive, I think 2 minutes into the battlefield. So you need to keep an eye on that. And then once that one is available, either take it and reinforce or set a rally, let everyone join, and then you go at it. Then if you see the map turning all red, you guys need to make sure that you rally one of those buildings very quickly. because the battlefield will end once the enemy holds all the buildings. So if you take at least one building, it will keep things going for a bit longer, and hopefully you guys can get yourselves together to do something about it. Aside from that, there's really not much else to it. It's literally a slugfest. You need to be careful about a few things, right? You need to make sure that you have your buffs on before you go into the battlefield, okay? Because you need your buffs. This thing is likely going to take up quite a lot of march speeds. So, yeah, you need to keep that in mind. In my opinion, there's really not much point healing in this thing, because if you get to the point where you need to heal, the thing is almost over. So no point healing, just literally slug it out. So that's pretty much it for the gameplay part as far as I can tell right now. As for the rewards per match, they're okay, I guess. Few resources, few speed ups, and these coins that you get for the thing, nothing crazy. Let's go to the shop. Let's see how many I have. Okay, so I have 47 of these coins now, and we look at the stuff I can get. If you're aiming for the top prize for the general chest, this one, yeah, you're gonna need a lot of points for this, okay? It's gonna be a while. Most likely the big haul of coins will come towards the end of the battlefield. So at the end of the season, we get all of these coins, and yeah, maybe you can get something significant at that point. But yeah, all in all, okay, fair try, Evony. Not bad. Hopefully you can fix it and get things up and running. So if you played the Storm Ruins Battlefield, feel free to drop a comment down below. Let us know what you think. Let us know if you have any other strategies or plans or things like that that could help people out. The next round will be tomorrow at the same time. So you want to make sure that you check what time it starts for you. And the battlefield lasts for a total of 2 hours. So within those 2 hours, you can pretty much play as much as you want. Just keep in mind that for the entire round, you can only do 15 battles. Okay, that's it for me, guys. Thank you very much. Aka signing out.